Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. We from Group 8 and we will present case analysis for AirAsia X. Okay, this is our group member. Okay, now we go to the company background. AirAsia X Berhad or AirAsia X is a leading long-haul, low-cost airline operating primarily in the Asia Pacific region. Established as Fly Asian Express (FAX) in 2006. They start out the servicing rural areas of Sarawak and Sabah with turboprop aircraft before undergoing a comprehensive rebranding in September 2007, followed by their first flight on the Gold Coast, Australia in November 2007. This company also have a vision. Their vision is to be the largest low-cost airline in Asia and serving the 3 billion people who are currently underserved with poor connectivity and higher fares. This company also have a mission. One of them is to be the best company to work for, whereby employees are treated as part of the big family. Second, create a globally recognized ASEAN brand. Third, to attain the lowest cost so that everyone can fly with AirAsia. And then lastly is to maintain the highest quality product, embracing technology to reduce costs and enhance service levels.
Okay, next I want to explain about internal data. Firstly is HRM. Okay, AirAsia has focused on team building, building a unique culture, increasing employer commitment and giving back to the community. Secondly is production and operation. AirAsia has currently fly to 19 airports around Asia, Australia and Europe. In June 2022, AirAsia has Berhad plan to add new long-haul flight from Kuala Lumpur to London. Okay, thirdly is strategy. Okay, AirAsia adopt a restructured business model and become the first airline operator in Asia to adopt the low fare concept. And lastly is marketing. Okay, marketing strategy of AirAsia analysis the brand which the marketing framework which cover the 4P: product, price, place, and promotion.
Hello, I'm Sanggavi. There are three issues in AirAsia Berhad company. So the first issue will be in effect to survive the viral pandemic that has grounded the low-cost airlines aircraft since late March 2020. AirAsia X is liquidating its Indonesian division. The second issue will be low-cost carrier plans to implement travel privileges for customers in the form of travel credits can be applied to future purchases of aircraft tickets until international borders reopens. And the last issue will be after waiting for months and even years to receive refunds for cancelled flights, more travelers have publicly voiced their displeasure with low cost carrier.
Internal analysis for AirAsia. Okay, for mission analysis, the mission statement of AirAsia lack the component of philosophy. If we rewrite the mission statement to be the best company to work for, employers are treated as part of a big family, create a globally recognized Asian brand to attain the lowest cost so that everyone can fly, which AirAsia maintain the highest quality product, embracing technology to reduce cost and enhance service level, and maintain a good service and value for flying. Okay, this page about financial data, income statement and balance sheet. Okay, next. For financial analysis, I want to explain about liquidity ratio, leverage ratio, equity ratio, and profitability ratio. Okay, firstly is liquidity ratio for current ratio. Okay, based on the table, the current ratio for AirAsia S is 0.01 compared to the previous year of 0.58, indicate the company ability to service short-term obligation is not satisfactory. The quick ratio for AirAsia S is in 2020 and 2021 is 0.01, which is decreased by 0.57 compared to 2019, 0.58. This indicates the company ability to service short-term obligation is unfavorable. Okay, next, the debt to total asset ratio is 14.47 in 2020 and 2021, which compared to the previous year of 0.99 in 2019, indicate the company to withstand losses and harming creditor interest or not could obtain additional financing if desired. Okay, next, fixed asset turnover. Fixed asset turnover increased by 0.65. AirAsia efficiently used fixed asset to generate sale. And then total asset turnover. Total asset turnover increased by 0.05. The ratio measures the ability of AirAsia to efficiently produce sale. Okay, next about profitability ratio. Gross profit margin. Okay, AHS gross profit margin is decreasing by negative 26.86% from 2019 to 2020 and 2021. Is not a good indication of financial health for the company. Okay, secondly, the operating profit margin for AHS is negative 27% compared to the year 2019 of 7%, indicates not a good result. AHS will likely require additional outside funding to remain in operation as their rate is in negative value. Lastly, AirAsia also have weaknesses, such as AirAsia has also has always been critiqued by their own consumer about the hidden tax that they took from the customer. Besides that, AirAsia has limited service resource due to the low fare of the ticket. And lastly, AirAsia has filtering in market outside Malaysia. Okay, next about function analysis. IFE metric and strength for AirAsia is such as focusing on providing air travel without frill at substantially lower price. Secondly is AirAsia high safety and maintenance standard allow AirAsia to procure favorable risk on its insurance policy, increase customer confidence.
Next, I will present the 5-force Porter model. The first is rivalry of competing firms. The level of competition is high. There are a high number of competitors in the airline industry. AirAsia X is now facing competition with 61 foreign airlines and 6 local airlines. The competitors compete in terms of their route, offering that AirAsia X does not fly, the fare and other extra services. The second force is potential of new entrants. The level of competition is low. Threat of the new entrants in the airline industry is relatively low due to the requirement of high capitalization. This acts as a barrier of entry for the competitor as there are high capital requirements such as setup of headquarters, purchasing or hiring aircraft, appointment of pilots, and other stuff like air supervisor. The third force is bargaining power of supplier. The level of competition is moderate. The bargaining power of supplier is quite moderate since there are few suppliers in the aviation market. Aircraft suppliers could be the one who are gaining most bargaining power as there are only 2 in operation, Boeing or Airbus. Next force is the bargaining power of consumer. The level of competition is high. In this industry, the bargaining power of the customer is high due to the similarity of the service among airlines. There is no product differentiation, while the only differences is the airline package offered. For now, AirAsia X offer holiday package, which include flight tickets, accommodation, and travel guides. The last force is potential of substitute product. The level of competition is high. There are other substitute transportation for local travel, such as trains and buses. Malaysian can choose from KTM, ETS, the Jungle Train, express buses, and many more for traveling. These choices are usually much cheaper than flight fare. These are the opportunities and threats that we have detected. We will use this to analyze using the EFP matrix. Based on the EFE metrics that are shown, the best strength grade given for opportunity is 4 and the lowest weakness grade for threat is 1 and 2. AirAsia X obtained a score of 2.5 out of 4. This score indicates that AirAsia X response has an average response to existing opportunities and threat in its industry. The score for opportunity is 1.35 and for threat is 1.15. This shows that the business opportunity for AirAsia X is greater than the threats. Next, I will present the CPM matrix. Based on the CPM matrix, it is shown that Malaysia Airlines is the highest with a total weighted score of 2.9 and Batik Air is the lowest with a total weighted score of 2.06, while AirAsia X shows an average score of 2.39. The most critical success factor would be the financial profit with a weighted score of 0.18. In the matrix, it is shown that Malaysia Airlines has the strongest rating in financial profits. AirAsia X has the average and Batik Air has the lowest. AirAsia X needs to increase their effort to raise its profit to compete with Malaysia Airlines. The least critical factor is advertising with a weighted score of 0.05. AirAsia X and Malaysia Airlines both have the strongest rating of 4, while Batik Air has the lowest of 2. Advertising does not contribute as much to the critical success factor. That means they can put less effort for the current rate for the advertising and focus toward maintaining the highest weight for the critical success factor.
Now I will present strategy analysis and choice. The first strategy will be SWOT matrix. SWOT matrix will be analyzed by 4 types of strategies: SO strategies, WO strategies, ST strategies, and WT strategies. For AirAsia X Berhad, I have chosen WT strategies. AirAsia X Berhad needs to apply WT strategies which aim to determine defensive tactics directed at reducing internal weakness and avoiding external threats. AirAsia Berhad has many weaknesses related to technology. In order to improve the system, WT strategy to require this technology by hiring experts with background in IT. An alternative to a WT strategy is to hire and train staff members who have the necessary IT experience. Second strategy will be space matrix. So this is the space matrix I've done. AirAsia X Berhad is in the aggressive position. The company is financially strong and has achieved major competitive advantages in a growing and stable industry. Next will be BCG matrix. From the BCG matrix I've done for AirAsia X, I've gotten the BCG position is dogs, question marks and stars. AirAsia X has a high relative market share for each segment where all of them are more than 15%, whilst their industry growth rate in the KL Honolulu US segment is negative but positive in KL Sydney, KL Seoul, KL New Delhi and KL Tokyo segment. Strategy will be IE matrix. The IE position I've got for AirAsia X is grow and build and hold and maintain. AirAsia X needs to be focused on the 4 segments except for the KL Honolulu US segment because those 4 are in the hold and maintain position. Next, summary of results from previous analysis. So the first analysis will be IFE matrix. The IFE matrix result is 2.51. The strategies we used for the AirAsia is AirAsia X increased digitalization strategy effects of the pandemic COVID-19 in order to take on more airline volume. Second will be EFX matrix. The result is 2.50. The strategy is AirAsia X Berhad needs to take advantage of the external opportunities and avoid the threats facing the firm, such as using a system that can make the departure one time among the other airline services companies. Third will be squad matrix. The result of squad matrix is WT strategy. WT strategy to acquire this technology by hiring experts with background in IT. An alternative to a WT strategy is to hire and train staff members who have the necessity IT experience. The fourth will be space matrix. The space matrix or result from the space matrix is aggressive. So the strategy I suggest is the suggest strategies are backward, forward, horizontal integration, market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification, which are related diversification and unrelated diversification. Continuous of this summary. Next will be BCG matrix. So from the BCG matrix, I got the position I got is question marks, dots, and stars. So the strategy is implement the market penetration by making strategy planning around pricing, competitors, increasing promotional effects, and expanding into different territories, as well as retrenchment strategy to aggressively cut costs in ways that have impact to operations and revenue. The last one will be IE metrics. So the IE position is growth and build and hold and maintain. So the strategy is AirAsia X Berhad needs to focus on product development, which is their services to their customers, and market penetration, that they only focus on the largest on the target market only to increase their sales and services. Next strategy will be grand strategy matrix. AirAsia X Berhad is located in quadrant 2 of the grand strategic matrix, where they need to evaluate their present approach to the marketplace seriously. Although their industry is growing, they are unable to compete effectively because they need to determine why the firm's current approach is inactive and their company can be best changed to improve its competitiveness. This is because their organizations are in a rapid market growth industry, and intensive strategies such as market development, market penetration, product development, and horizontal integration strategy is usually the first option that should be considered.
Next is decision stage, which is quantitative strategic planning matrix QSPM. QSPM is a high-level strategic management approach. QSPM has not only been used in strategic management but is also used in marketing strategy. However, QSPM gives the best suitable analytical technique by comparing it with other different actions. So the QSPM helps to make a strategy formulation analytical framework. QSPM is a method to choose the perfect technique by comparing it with its different best possible techniques. So the best strategy is selected by using computation technique and management technique. Based on the issues and all analysis, these are three suggestions of alternative strategies, which are expand geographical area because AirAsia X already have the know-how, accelerated technological innovation and advance to improving industrial productivity, and also providing exhaustive product mix option to customer so AirAsia X can increase commoditization of the product in transportation industry. Based on the QSPM, it can be concluded that the best alternative strategy used by AirAsia is to expand geographical area, which is alternative 1. The sum total of attractiveness score shown by the strategic alternative 1, which represents 5.07, is higher than strategic alternative 2 and strategic alternative 3. By pursuing strategic alternative 1, AirAsia X will gain even more opportunities in order to raise the company's revenue from upcoming years. Besides that, all the feedbacks, opinions, and also perceptions from a wide range of customers must be prioritized by the company itself for a better performance in future, and then will bring the company's name to the worldwide.
And the next is strategy implementation. In this pandemic era, as the form of effort to survive the low-cost airlines aircraft since late March 2020, AirAsia X is liquidating its Indonesian division. Apart from the liquidation, the other issue that this company faces is that there are more travelers who have publicly voiced their displeasure with low-cost carrier AirAsia X. The travelers need to wait for months or even years to receive refunds for cancelled flights. It is stated that money is not the biggest problem, but the company's moral character and how it treats the customers is the main problems. Moreover, the customers are also expressed surprise regarding the statement made by the CEO of AirAsia X, Benjamin Ismail, that due to legal restriction, the firm was unable to give customers cash refunds. According to Benjamin, AirAsia X had just undergone a court restructuring process. He stated that AirAsia would over 10% in cash payments as well as credit reimbursement in the form of travel vouchers. But because customers didn't get either cash or credit, they now use other airlines for their international travel. According to these circumstances, there are some strategies explanation that the company can implement regarding some issues stated. The first one is AirAsia X is liquidating its Indonesian division. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Indonesian division cannot gain any profit. So it is a good choice to liquidate the division, and the company can focus more on the business that is more profitable. Or to continue their business, they can search for fundings from investors with the note that the company management should improve their financial performance. The second is customers have publicly voiced their displeasure with low-cost carrier AirAsia X of its moral character and how it treats its customer. The company should improve its service by focusing on the company and employees' moral character. The company can conduct a survey first to get insight and reviews of customers' satisfaction. After collecting the customers' data, the company can start to give direct feedback for the negative as well as positive reviews. The company needs to acknowledge that the complaints then over to make changes or discounts. It is also important for the company to enhance their digital customer service strategy in hand with their in-person interactions. And the third is due to legal restrictions, the firm was unable to give customers cash refunds. The CEO of AirAsia X stated that the company would over 10% in cash payments as well as credit reimbursement in the form of travel vouchers. On this issue, the company should improve their financial management to get the customers' trust back. The company must first fulfill the offering, as what the CEO has stated.
So, as a conclusion, AirAsia X gives employees a specific goal to work toward, which promotes efficiency and productivity. AirAsia X vision to be the largest low-cost airline in Asia and serving the 3 billion people who are currently underserved with poor connectivity and higher fares were very simple but still portray the clear goals and broad in the scope of objective of the company. It not only delivers the vision to their internal management but to their stakeholders as well. The pandemic COVID-19 had a significant impact on all of the companies and individuals all around the world. Not to be missed, AirAsia X also had faced many challenges in this pandemic. AirAsia X Berhad proved to be a company that struggled to maintain a strong courier and services industry in Malaysia ever since this company was established in late 2006. But in this current situation, urged AirAsia X to adopt several strategies. In this study, all strategic management tools from the IFE metrics to the QSPM were used to analyze potential business strategies for the company. After doing an environmental scanning, which is analysis on SWOT factors and industry factors on AirAsia X Berhad, the managerial teams must formulate a clear vision and mission statement before doing a strategy implementation to make sure that company is following the guidelines. This is because it can give a positive impact on the whole of the organization. Besides, it helps top management to improve company strategies in order to achieve their business goals. That's all from our group. Thank you.